Learning a new circuit may not be as time-consuming as designing a car that will scorch the track. Who better to give us an insight into what plans lie under the sleeves of the team than Ross Brawn, team principal for Mercedes GP Petronas.
Welcome to India, Ross.
Thank you.
When we met in Hungary, you said if you had the same car which you had then, 6 months earlier, it would have been winning races. Where are you since post-Hungary now?
Well, I think the gap between us and let's say the race-winning teams has stayed about the same. And given that everybody is improving, and we've improved, but we've still got that gap, unfortunately. We've got to close that gap down. And that's our objective, that's our ambition for this winter. We've got to close that gap down. So the rate of progress is very good, and we're keeping the gap the same, we're just not closing it. So in some ways positive, and other ways we've got to improve.
2012 is supposed to be a crunch year for a lot of teams. And with the new FDUC regulations, do you think that's good, bad, or how are you going to tackle that? Plus, you have also got some innovative tricks up your sleeve, I presume.
Well, Formula One is a balance of what I would say is the sort of the donkey work, where you're just trying to make the car faster, and then innovations which you keep adding to the package. And you won't do it without both. You've got to have a very, very good platform, and you've got to have very good innovation. And all the teams are working on innovations, and you all hope that the innovations you're working on become the standard or the mainstream. In 2010 we had the FDUC, and after 3 or 4 races everybody started to have it. So there was an advantage for McLaren, but it equalised after a while. So we're working on some interesting things for next year, but it's very important that we improve the base platform. The weight of the car, the centre of gravity, the basic aerodynamic performance, the way the suspension works. All the straightforward things have to be lifted, and then we can add the innovations on top of that.
What do you really require? A very fast car which is unreliable to begin with, or a reliable car which is not fast? Where do you start from?
I think in some ways it's easier to make a fast car reliable than it is to make a slow car faster. So I think every engineer would say that what they want is the performance. And if they can get the performance, then they can work on the other things. But in fairness, most of the top teams now have reliable fast cars. It's very intense, because you won't win a championship if you have a fast car that keeps breaking down. So you have to have both.
There must be a lot of pressure being Ross Brawn. Everyone expects his cars to be winning straight out of the box. How do you tackle with that?
To be honest, I don't think about that very much. But what I do find personally is the failure is the thing that motivates me. That doesn't mean to say that you're not trying when you're winning, but it's when you're failing, especially if you've been fortunate enough to enjoy success, if you've been fortunate enough to win races. When you're not winning, the pain it causes really motivates me, and it's the same with my people, my team. We're all highly motivated by the fact that today we're not winning races, and we want to win races, and everybody's working incredibly hard. So you tend to focus more on where you are today and what you're trying to achieve, rather than whatever you did in the past. So and I've got some people in the team, we've got some people joining the team who've all won races, all won championships, and we're all going to fight really hard to get back there.